lost in the dark. It's about to be one wild race. Tape down, tailgate slam, dust on loose, badge on the cam. Small town pride, big stage fight. All eyes locked on the stripe tonight. It's Friday night NASCAR on the FWM network. Four wide, go to door, turn it up, let it hurt. From the short track speedways out to the dirt. Four wide motorsports, light it up, let it burn. The heat waves dance on the backstretch. Spotters call tied on the headset. One more lap till legends are made. Name on the wall, a fade away. Friday night NASCAR on the FWM network. Four wide, go to door, turn it up, let it hurt. From the short track speedways out to the dirt. Four wide motorsports, light it up, let it burn. Fire in the pipes, thunder in the seats. From the shop floor grind to the big show heat. This is your night, this is your turn. Four wide motorsports, let the horses run. Tonight, it's Friday night NASCAR on the FWM network. Four wide, go to door, turn it up, let it hurt. From the short track speedways out to the dirt. Four wide motorsports, light it up, let it burn.
Welcome everybody to Four Wide Motorsports Network. We are here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the FWM Salutes 120 here in the Arca series. Guys, I am a little under the weather today, but I am going to fight through it to bring our fans a broadcast well deserved after taking last week off. My name is Charles Chu Joberg, and I am here with our producer, Mr. Tracy Brown. Tracy, how are you feeling tonight?
Hey, man, I'm doing a lot better than you are. That's for sure. But yeah, man, I can't wait to get this race started. You know, Charlotte, probably one of my favorite tracks. But the thing is about this track, man, I know they only run it twice a year, but this track just says NASCAR and it just says racing. And I always look forward to the oval races here. And man, it just looking down pit road, Charles. Boy, it looks like we got a full field here, man. Are you ready to go through the starting grid?
I am, Tracy. And just to mention, a lot of these guys are racing for a cause tonight, and we'll go through those paint schemes and liveries as we go out through the night. But definitely, let's bring up your starting lineup for the night's race. So, Four Wide Motorsports at Charlotte, ARCA Series. Taking the pole tonight is Daniel Worthington in the 08. Daniel Michelle in the 25. Colton Alderman in the 9 is in third. Mitchell Wilson sits in fourth. Drew King sits in fifth. Dallas Sunderman's in sixth. Gavin Grubb sitting in seventh. David Wormuth in eighth. Hunter Carlson in ninth. And Paul Dillon in the 113 rounds out your top 10.
Yeah, in 11th, we got the number 12 of Yogi Schleer. To his outside to be Devin Baker in the number 4 car in 12th. Then we have Brent Wolf in 13th. Wes Weigand in 14th. Steve Castle in 15th. Colton Brenner in 16th. James Van Hoosen in 17th. Chris Golden in 18th. Ron Waters in 19th. Robert Eversole in 20th. And then we have
Ian Bloomer. I'll take it from there.
Okay.
Ian Bloomer is in 21st. Ian Whittick in 22nd. Elijah Grant in the 23rd spot. Alex Wilson in 24th. Antonio Mancini in 25th. Bryce Garney in 26th. Keegan Burns in 27th. Chris Norris 28th. Daniel Jones 29th. Rounding out your field, Kevin Thornton in 30th as we go. Green flag here, sponsored by Four Wide Motorsports, and we are underway at Charlotte Motor Speedway for 120 laps. Guys, hold on to your seat because this should be a good one. As these guys settle in here, you'll see the 08 Worthington getting out to a great jump. But right behind him, to his outside, is the 25 of Michelle. You know, he'll be looking to get up into the lead as soon as possible. 46 following suit. Tracy, these guys are going to have to look for a drafting partner here, so they can't get it all done by themselves. So eventually we're going to see these guys kind of spread out, find their own lanes, but you got to imagine they're going to be starting to look for drafting partners, no?
Oh, yeah, definitely. And, oh, man, you know, well, I had to give that old man out to Hunter Carlson, go ahead and get it out of the way. But, yeah, you know, this track right here is pretty doggone tight for the speeds that they're carrying. And it's possible to run side by side, but it's not something you want to do a whole lot, especially through the travel. Those, you know, they call it a travel, but that track is pretty doggone flat, and those curves there or turns are pretty substantial. So I think you kind of want to get lined up nose to tail as soon as you can, and then kind of pick racers off one by one as your car will allow you to do that.
Yeah, as we were just the camera was panning by there, it looked like somebody was down on the inside of the apron there. I don't know who that was, but you know, that brings up another fact. I guess they got about 40 miles to, oh, and there's the yellow flag as we just said that. I guess we got about 40 miles to a full tank of gas here. I mean 40 miles, 40 laps to a full tank of gas here, and tire wear is going to be pretty important as we go over this replay, see what happens. There's James Van Hoosen in the 05. Oh, we got some contact, some heavy damage in the back of the field already. Within 4 laps, everybody piles in. That's one thing about Charlotte is you're going to have the big one here, just as you would Daytona or any other super speedway. So we're going to watch a lot of guys pile in the back of these wrecks. Unfortunate for all these drivers because we have done away with fast repairs. So these guys are not working off of fast repairs. They're going to have to fix their own damage. As you see there, only one set of tires. Tires should not really be an issue tonight, but pit stops will be with gas. And it looked like just two guys the two coming down the track, and the 05 runs out of room there, tries to get back onto the track and nowhere to go.
Well, Charles, I think that was actually Yogi Schleer. He had an issue coming out of turn 4, and it's just like I'd mentioned before. This track through the trial was so flat, and those turns are so tight. You just have to be careful, and it's very hard to go 2 wide, let alone 3 wide. As we'll take another look at it here, maybe from a spotter view or something. But you can see Yogi Schleer's running really slow, doesn't realize that the 05 is coming up to his inside, clips him, sends him head first into the wall, and man, this is just like the big one at Talladega.
It really is, and unfortunately, a lot of those cars head first into the wall. That's going to be some extensive damage in the pits. Meatball flags won't be cleared by black flags, so they're going to have to stay in the pits and get that damage worked out by their pit crews, which takes quite a while there.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if some of these guys are going to be able to repair the damage. Those were some pretty doggone hard hits there.
Yeah, well, we got about 5 or 6 cars here with meatballs, including Brendan Wolf has a meatball, Yogi Tesler, Steve Castle, Jason Van Hoosen, and Kevin Thornton, all with meatballs dropped to the back of the pack. And Daniel Michelle is showing he's in spot 29 right now. I don't know why he went from the beginning up top to the end. I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah, nonetheless, that was something there that we missed, but I'm having some issues right now with my cameras not working for some reason, so I'm gonna see if I can't flip it back.
Well, that's where somebody's going to end up tonight in victory lane there, but a little too early for that with only 7 laps in the books right now.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why my cameras got hung up. That was the first time I've ever experienced that particular situation. So, as usual, man, we're just going to roll with it here.
Absolutely. So that changes a little bit of the front running order. I don't know what happened to the guys in front, but we got the 08 in front, Worthington, and Colton Alderman is sitting in second. Mitchell Wilson, Drew King, Gavin Grubbs, and Dallas Sunderman is in your first 3 rows there.
Yeah, and I know that you called out a few of them, but boy, we've got a handful here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 already received a meatball flag. And that's never good on a race where you don't have any fast repairs in your pocket.
No, absolutely, especially on a super speedway. I know it takes a while for the pace car to go around, as you see the pace car lights out right now, but you do have time to fix stuff. But when you go head first in the wall, that car is destroyed, and your race is pretty much over. So iRacing is pretty real to that, as the cars cross the starting zone right now, and they are full power coming to the 4 Wide Motorsports green flag, and they are off and running. Great jump for cars 08 and the 9. That's Worthington and Alderman out front getting a great run right now. Everybody else just trying to follow suit, trying to figure out where they're going to line up. And the 9's looking inside the 08. The 9 wants to take the lead. Easy pass, and sails off into the lead. So that's one of 2 or 3 lead changes we've had already in the first 8 laps with caution.
Yeah, the 9 and the 08, Colton Alderman and Daniel Worthington there, man, they are, they're going at it pretty strong here in the early stages of this race. We've still got about 111 laps to go. So, and there's only one set of tires in the pit, so kind of got to be mindful of that as well. Don't want to burn your stuff up too soon.
No, you definitely don't want to burn your stuff up. I'd be more concerned if, that 09 is out to a great lead and the 08's pushing them. But, you got to think that they're using a lot of fuel right now. And that's going to get into their pit stops. And when every 10th of a second counts, they're going to take a longer pit stop than everybody else behind them, kind of waiting it out, getting in a much bigger draft, 3 or 4 car draft versus this 2 car draft way out in front of the whole pack.
Yeah, I can't remember. I know you mentioned this earlier, but how far did you say they could go on a tank of fuel?
I'm speculating about 40 laps.
Well, that divides pretty evenly into 120, but something tells me it's going to be really, really close. Maybe if they get enough caution flags, everyone will be able to make it on a couple of stops here. But if this thing goes green from this point on, it's going to be kind of tight for some guys.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, you see the racing back here. I think that's like 3rd through probably 10th or 11th. Everybody's real close right there, racing real tight. As tires wear down and the cars get a little lighter with less fuel, it's gonna be it's gonna get kind of sketchy back there in the bee's nest.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to David Wormuth. I can't remember exactly where he started at. He started in 8th position, man. He out-qualified a lot of guys with a lot more experience here at this track. So right now he's in 10th, so he's still holding strong there. I think that just goes to show he's put in a lot of laps of practice here at this track.
Ooh, as the car right behind him, the 24, that's Mancini, gets into the wall really hard there from Attleboro, Massachusetts in the 24. Loves those old Jeff Gordon throwbacks. Talking about some throwbacks, can we get a look at Hunter Carlson's car real quick? So you see Hunter Carlson driving around, and he's driving for tonight. I choose overdose awareness due to the passing of Chase Burnett in 2020 due to fentanyl overdose. He was the son of dirt late model legend Todd Burnett, who Hunter cruised for. So that's a very personal cause that he's connected to, and he's racing for tonight. So when you see that scheme, he's definitely racing for mental health awareness and then drug overdose. So thank you, Hunter, for bringing awareness to that, and good luck out there and bring it home for those guys. That's quite a problem in today's world.
It certainly is. It's a tremendous problem in this country. And, well, boy, if we see somebody getting side by side through the tri-oval again. I think
you can see a lot of guys coming through that tri-oval, sliding up into that outside wall. It's like that tri-oval. You go through it, and you're expecting to have a little bit of a little bit of what do you call it? The corner, the
banking.
Gosh, I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, banking. Thank you. But it's all flat right there, and it sends you right up into the wall. As the 14, Colton Brenner, into the pits. He's safe into his spot. Unsafe pit entrance. I bet he'll get a black flag for that. Very unfortunate for him.
Yeah, it was fortunate he didn't plow into another one of those cars sitting there, or into the interior or inside pit, concrete wall there inside pit lane. So it was a really good save, but yep, again, right into tri-oval. It's
Yeah,
just
and
so hard.
oh, and the caution did not come out on that. I thought the caution would have come out. No, but he is off the track and kept it going, so he'll come back out on the track, maybe a lap down or two. He'll have to catch the field again. Hunter Carlston's moved up into fourth as we've talking, and the 08 fell off pace, and the 9 looks like he's fallen off pace. These guys in the back of the field are catching those two that took off right away.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was wondering about. You know, I'm not real sure about the tire wear here that you get, and especially in the Arca cars, but just about here lately, well, I ain't even gonna say lately, I mean more recently with the iRacing updates, you know, you can really charge through the field or leading the pack, but it always seems to punish those tires, and then you have to kind of pay back what you took later on in the run. And I'm wondering if that's what the 08 of Worthington's going through right now.
Yeah, he's definitely off the pace he was running before, as you see Hunter Carlson dive out to the outside right behind him, maybe giving him a little push. But want to mention Mancini's up 17 spots from the beginning, and our good buddy Daniel Jones, he's up 17 spots. The two biggest movers of the race started at the back of the field, and they're making their way up in short order here with 22 laps in the books, and a good 4 or 5 of those laps were caution. If you don't remember, if you remember, if I could talk.
We'll give you a pass tonight there, Chooch. Appreciate you subbing in, man. That was certainly a trooper attitude to come in here with tonight. Being under the weather, sounds like you got a bullfrog in your throat. And, man, we all appreciate you coming in here. We always enjoy hearing you call these races. So.
Well, you know what? I enjoy the fans being here, and for the Four Wide Motorsports, these fans are some of the best fans in iRacing I've seen. So we got guys in the chat that mix it up every week. So yeah, got to give them some sort of a show, and I'm happy to do it. But yeah, we got one heck of a race here, and that 9 is just out all by himself. You're wondering how much fuel he's going to use, when he's going to come in. Probably ahead of these guys, the guys in the back, by at least a lap or two, because he's going to run out of fuel pretty quickly being out there all by himself.
Yeah, man, look at that hairdo of Colton Alderman out of Montana. Oh, boy. What I'd do for a head of hair like that, shoot.
Yeah, that's out of control. Well, while you got Colton Alderman's car up there, I'd like to talk about his cause tonight. And he says, Colton Alderman says, what he's racing for is the cause that I've been around called Ashes and Appetites. For me, Ashes and Appetites is a meaningful cause because it brings people together in a way that feels both honest and comforting. Instead of treating loss as something distant or isolating, it creates space for family and friends to gather, share a meal, and remember loved ones together. I grew up with this as a quiet tradition, sitting around the table, listening to stories, and then, in a simple and respectful way, helping spread a loved one's ashes. It taught me early on that remembering someone could be both grounded and meaningful, not just sad. By combining remembrance, shared meals, and the act of returning ashes to the world, it helps people celebrate lives rather than only mourn them. In encouragement, telling stories, support, and sense of community that makes a difficult situation feel more human. What an amazing cause that is. Thank you, Colton Alderman, for bringing awareness to that cause, Ashes and Appetites. What an amazing cause. That sounds awesome.
It is, and while you were reading that, Chooch, I decided to go ahead and kind of give Trading Paints a refresh just to make sure that we've got everyone's most current paint scheme that they were looking to run tonight. Make sure that we've got them captured inside Canyon here.
Joshua Tesler says, get to it, Carlson and Golden. Carlson's doing a pretty good job. I haven't. Chris Golden's been pretty quiet tonight, but don't want to mention him too much because it seems like every time we do, it doesn't work out for him. So we'll keep Golden quiet. Oh, Golden's out of the race already. 23 laps down. That's why he's been so quiet.
Yeah, I wonder if he got caught up in that big one there. I mean, there was several cars that just got splattered, man. And I'm sure
Very
there's
unfortunate. At such the beginning of a race.
Yeah. But I'm sure there's a couple of radiators with some holes in it.
Oh, absolutely. Especially that 7, the way he smacked the wall, and hope he's okay. He'll be in that infield care center for quite a while tonight.
Ooh, I thought we were going to be...
Hunter's takes the second place, right behind Alderman, and these guys are running really well. Grubb's right behind him, so those two are kind of working together. But it just brings me to the question: how long can Alderman stay out front, that far out front, with that much air, and not waste that much gas or burn up his tires? It's going to be interesting coming down the back end of this race to see how that affects him.
You're exactly right, Chooch. I can't tell you how many races that I've lost because of strategy, or strategy gone wrong. Anyway, I always have a plan going into a race. Very seldom does it ever work out, and more times than not, I take myself right out of contention just because of my decisions about when and how to pit and how hard to go out.
Oh, you're absolutely right. You try to go into a race with a clear mind and say, hey, this is what I'm going to do at this lap, this is what I'm going to do at that lap. And then you never know what's going to happen. You might get a little damage, a caution comes out, any little thing. You lose the draft pack, you lose your dancing partner, and now you're thrown off on all pit stops, all strategy. You're doing calculations in the top of your head, trying to figure it all out. It's not easy. It's not easy to come out here, try to concentrate on running your line, and try to figure out your pit strategies. And I think that's why NASCAR and stuff have different guys doing different things. iRacing, you're basically doing all of it all at once.
Oh yeah. And the guys that actually have a human for a spotter are blessed in here.
Yeah. Oh, and we got. I think we got one car. I think that was the 14 of Brenier going into the pits. I believe he was on the apron going real slow. Yep, there's the 14. And why you got it on him, I would just like to mention a cause near and dear to my heart. Colton did the PTSD awareness. It did it for a family that I have that were in the military, and also have family and friends that have been through a lot in life and developed PTSD just like myself. And I suffer from PTSD, and one of those things where you don't know when it's going to come up, or when you're going to have a hard time with it, and the anxiety takes over. And so definitely appreciate that paint scheme, Colton, for bringing awareness to PTSD. Thank you very much, and hopefully you get out there and get some laps back, because he is the second one 2 laps down behind Paul Dillon, who's ahead of him 2 laps down, and now Chris Norris goes a lap down. It looks like people are going through. Colton Alderman looks like he's coming in for the pits. He just took a pit stop, so I think we've started pit stops down here. Yeah, there he is coming out of the pits now. Like I said, a couple laps earlier than everybody else, running out front like that. And here comes the leaders, I think, right behind him. Nope, that's not the leaders. That's Paul Dillon a couple laps down.
Yeah, right now we have
Hunter
Hunter
Nelson.
Carlson in the lead. Made it all the way up to first.
Yeah, Hunter really has this figured out, and as long as he stays pretty clean tonight, he should have a good race. But Like I said, it's still very early in the race, and anything could happen as we come up to 39 laps. Yeah, just like I said, just around 40 laps, 38 laps to fuel stop. So I don't suspect they got tires at all. That fuel stop, splash and goes, and you're going to see some really quick pit stops. Like Ron Walters just had a 5-second pit stop. Some of these other guys had 14, 17-second pit stops, 33-second pit stop for Paul Dillon. I'm sure he had some repairs made or something like that. But
and Hunter Carlson, it looked like to me, Chooch, that he took on 4 tires. Looked like to me both sides of the car got jacked up. So that's going to be interesting to see where he falls back in line here as we see the 9 of Alderman go around him on the outside right there.
Yeah, these guys might have just said, hey, you know what, we're taking tires at the beginning and we'll run the rest of the race. Because I didn't think tires are going to be too much of a problem, but, with 80 laps left or so, I guess you could run 80 laps on a set of tires here. Look at the 84 and that beautiful Navy scheme. Beautiful car there. Ian Whittick, Oakley, California.
The Sunglass City. I'm not sure if that's where they come from or not. That's what I'm claiming right now at the moment, anyway.
Yeah, I think we had this chat last time. I think they come from China. But I believe the company's in Oakley.
Oh my God, Chooch. Oh, dude. Oh, that was a good one.
Well, look at this, Tracy. We got all but the top 3 right now, 1 lap down.
And somehow or another, Hunter Carlson ended up taking on 4 tires, I believe, and still remained on the lead lap. Him and Grubbs.
So it looks like a lot of guys came in and they had a 12 to a 14 second pit stop. Where Ron Walters, who's out in the lead right now, he only took gas because he had a 5-second pit stop. But everybody else seemed to take tires. So Ron's on a much different tire strategy than everybody else. His stint seems to be like 37 laps or so on tires. So we'll see what happens to him as the 26 and Carlson just drive right by him.
Yeah, I really don't expect them to stay up front very long on those old tires. I mean, his strategy, his strategy could work out in the long run by taking maybe 1 less pit stop than everyone else somehow. If he's able to stretch it. As we see him going on pit lane right now.
Yeah, now he's going to come in because, like I said, he had that short pit stop before. But let's see what that does. Maybe he had a splash and go just to make it a little bit longer than everybody else, and now he's broken up the stage in half. So that might do something towards the end of the race that nobody else did. We'll see how that plays towards the end of the race.
Yeah, Walters taking right sides anyway. Let's see if that left side. No, he took right side tires only.
Wow. Yeah, all different strategies. 12-second pit stop there for Mr. Walters.
This is normally the point in the broadcast where I just get lost. So many different drivers are on so many different strategies and got so many different, gaps between them and other cars. I just pretty much have to wait until after the last pit stop to see where everything falls out.
Oh, absolutely. And, on the super speedways, you're going to have that. You're going to have a lot of guys doing a lot of different things. So, you just sit back and enjoy the race, and we'll try to go through as many as he's close. Here's some side-by-side racing with Daniel Jones and the 58 there. As Daniel Jones takes a good run down towards the inside. The 58 might have a run to the outside. Daniel Southerton Daniel Jones gets that pass in the Sunny D car right there. But you look at Mancini in the 24, he's looking to the inside of Sutterman too, but Sutterman shuts the door there, and Mancini's going to have to fall in place. No, Mancini gets by him. I'm sorry. Yeah, a lot of guys on different tire strategies. So you can see some of the guys are a little bit slower, like the 26 kind of lets everybody by, stays on the outside there. And that's all you got to do. You really, guys are going to be faster than you. You just let them by and then catch them later in the race when you're faster than them, and kind of yo-yo slingshot back and forth until you really find out who has it towards the end.
Yeah, Chooch, I'm not sure. We didn't have the camera on Gavin Grubbs, but he did have like a, let me check real quick, a 12-second pit stop. So I would assume that he at least took on right side tires. But maybe he is just kind of, saving his stuff for later on in the race here by letting Mancini go on by.
Yeah, it could be. That's very important to make it to the end of the race. But why we have such a green flag run here, we're at lap 50 now. I just want to mention another league that is very dear and close to us here at Full Wide Motorsports, and that's Leadfoot Racing League. Leadfoot Racing League is an iRacing community owned and operated by Tracy Brown, the one and only, Lenny Brown, and Landon Brown, dedicated to delivering exciting and competitive racing. The league features late model stock competition every Sunday night with a strong focus on clean driving, fair competition, and sportsmanship. Leadfoot Racing League provides drivers of all skill levels and welcoming and professional environment. With well-organized sessions and close on-track battles, the league continues to grow as a premier destination for sim racers who love short-track racing and high-intensity action. That is Leadfoot Racing. And their season is about to start back up again pretty soon. Is that correct, Tracy?
Yeah, it's going to be in probably another 2. Honestly, I can't remember the date. I'm just going to shoot you straight there, but probably another couple of weeks. We're still trying to hammer out right now what we're going to be doing as far as how we're going to be grouping everybody, because once again this season we've got a wide range of driver skills, and a number of people that have signed up or registered to join us. So trying to, a little growing pain type thing there we're going to try to work through. But,
absolutely. You guys put a lot of work in over there, and to put on a great product. So that's just a testament of how much work goes on behind the scenes before the guys even get to the racetrack. So,
yes.
Once again, Tracy Brown, Landon Brown, Lenny Brown, you guys do a great job over there, and glad to have you in the broadcast booth over here too.
Hey man, it's like I've always told you, Chooch, I always enjoy working with you, man. You just make my job really, really easy. It doesn't even really feel like I'm calling a race. I feel like I'm sitting here watching a race with you on a virtual couch, as we used to say.
That's right.
But I did want to interject real quick here, since we do kind of we're in between fuel runs. Just want to throw up a quick brochure real quick about 4 Wide Motorsports. We're going to be running the first ever 4 Wide Motorsports iRacing Indy 500. It's going to be May the 23rd at 7:30 p.m. We're going to have a 25 driver field, $20 entry fee, a $500 guaranteed pot. Ooh, boy, that sounds good. 100% payout is going to be going to the top 5 finishers. And it's going to be somewhere in here. Oh, man, I can't remember. Let's see, where's it at? The car is actually going to be the Indy car racing at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And this application was closed to league members only, but now it is opened up to everyone. So go ahead, sign up, get your spot reserved so that you don't lose out. And I can't wait to watch this thing again on May the 23rd at 7:30 p.m. Indianapolis Indy Cars, the 4-wide Indy Racing 500.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty special. And, get the milk out because these boys are all going for it.
Yeah. If I were to win something like that, man, somebody need to have me some chocolate milk ready.
Yeah, chocolate milk. Yep. I wonder if those guys are going to go out and get themselves a brick. They could put next to their rig and kiss the brick if they win.
Chooch, that's a great idea, man. Maybe we could, maybe they could be part of the trophy as well as the payout. Send somebody a brick.
Send them the payout and a brick with a glass of milk.
Oh, yes.
One of the cartons of milk you used to get in school.
It might have to be powdered milk to make it through the shipping time. But, hey, throw a little water with it, stir it up, and you're good to go. You'll have to shoot us a video, put it on TikTok or Facebook or any other social media that 4Wide Motorsports has here. Not to mention Discord.
Absolutely perfect. Yeah, we like to have a little bit of fun around here. No matter how sick I'm feeling, I couldn't find any better place to be here than 4Wide Motorsports Network on a Friday night. Hanging out with the fans, enjoying some Friday night racing here with you guys in the broadcast there. Still, chime in, guys. What do you think of the race so far? And who's your early picks? About halfway to go here. Lap 60 of 120. Anybody got any race favorites or picks to win?
Well, I've got a couple here, suggestions anyway, and this is just based on experience. Now, I'm not very familiar with Colton Otterman in the 9, but he has been really strong tonight, so he obviously has to be a contender. But the 32 of Hunter Carlson, man, he's always there, or at least it seems like he's always there at the end every single race, so he's got to be a top contender as well. Mitchell Wilson, Chooch, that's another one I'm not very familiar with, but the 17 of Daniel Jones, he always has a good run as well. Never really qualifies, but somehow or another, that guy always seems to be able to make his way to the front and in contention for race wins and the lead laps and everything. But I don't know, man. You got any surprise picks or anything for us?
I keep in my eye, and maybe because he's a local favorite here, but Mancini, he's from right up the road. He races at one of my favorite local tracks here, Seekonk Speedway. Giovanni Ruggiero came out of Seekonk Speedway, races in the trucks. Won a couple of Arca Series races, but Antonio there races at the same track, so he'll be racing there Friday nights. But I think he can make it up front. I think he's got some strategy, and he's quietly moved up 19 spots from the beginning of this race, along with Daniel Jones, 24 spots. So those guys moved up quite a bit. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with him as my favorite.
Hey, man, that's a good pick. He's obviously got some speed here tonight, and I'm not really going to hold it against him that he's a big hockey fan either.
So 4Wide Motorsports Network just chimed in and said, can we 3D print a brick, Tracy? Yeah, I guess you got to break out your 3D printer and get a brick printed for us.
Yes, we can. After what I printed out for Chris Golden, who is running into 19.
Oh, I could only imagine.
Oh, yes.
Mr. Chris Golden off the track, unfortunately involved in an earlier crash. Oh, no, he's back. He came back out on the track. Wow.
That car looks brand spanking new, man. I don't know what kind of repairs he's done. Currently running in 23rd. And let's see. Yeah, he's only one lap down, Chooch. So he may be, if there's another caution, may be able to get his lap back here. But yes.
No, he is 32 laps down One lap, one lap down behind Deegan Burns.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
But
oh my God, I was looking at the wrong column.
Yeah. No, that just goes to show you how Chris Jones is a guy that races Arca in real life, and he has that never give up attitude. I know in that series, money kind of talks, and people with nice fresh engines and show up at the track with really good equipment kind of rule the roost. But Chris tries to scrape everything he can, tries to do as much as he can on his own there with his racing team and everybody he's involved with. But they never give up, and that's a true testament to Chris, and that's why he's so highly respected in not only this league, but let me roll into my next league sponsor, Golden Racing League. Golden Racing League is a competitive iRacing community founded, owned, and operated by one and only Chris Golden. League offers a diverse schedule that spans both dirt and asphalt disciplines, featuring a wide variety of classes to challenge drivers of all skill levels. With an emphasis on clean, competitive racing and an inclusive environment, Golden Racing brings together sim racers who enjoy weekly events, close battles, and structured championship seasons. Whether you prefer high-speed asphalt stock cars or the sliding thrills of dirt competition, the league delivers engaging racing across multiple formats and vehicle types. That's Golden Racing League there by Chris Golden, another one of our leagues that are near and dear to our heart here at Full Wide Motorsports.
Out of Elk City, Oklahoma. I have no idea where it is. I have gone to Oklahoma City. That's close as I've been, but I have no idea where that is in relation to Elk City.
Yeah, I can't say I've been to Oklahoma, but I haven't been down south much other than Florida. And then 95 all the way back from Florida.
Man, you come right by my house. I can...
Hey! You're right down the road from me. See that?
Well, anyway, I can throw a rock and... Well, I can't quite throw that far, but 95 is about a quarter mile away from my house. I have constant rumble of traffic going through there, so that's how close you've come to my house there, Chooch.
Well, I looked it up the other day, and I know you mentioned you go to Southern National a lot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that was a... I wanted to say it was like a 16-hour drive for me.
Oh yeah.
So that's a weekend I could go, run down there and catch a race with you guys, at some time.
Well, you're a better man than I am. I draw the line at 12 hours. I've made the trip to Florida a couple times. After that, I said I'm done with that. From here on out, I'm flying, and if I can't fly first class, I'm not going at all. So.
No, roger that.
And I have a 4-hour limit on the airplane. Anything beyond that, it's out of my range. So goodbye, Europe or Australia.
Well, take a boat.
Oh yeah, you know the reason why.
That's even worse.
Oh,
yeah, just the Colton Alderman coming in for the pits. What did he do? 12-second pit stop. So maybe fuel in the other set of tires he got.
Yeah, maybe
it was 47 laps to go. You're pretty close on making it all the way. Maybe a splash and go towards the end. You're gonna need something because these guys are way too spread out to make it save fuel and run behind anybody right now. Well, let's see, because Hunter Carlson, he's been playing the fuel strategy quite well. Let's see if he can get it down closer to that 40 lap window. And if he comes in, he can make it all the way to the end without stopping again.
Well, let's see.
We'll have to pay attention when he comes in.
Yeah, so he last pitted 36 laps ago. Oh, he's not going to push it.
And here he comes. Yep.
So I'm not sure if they can go 40 laps running right wide open, without some
not
caution.
this spread out. Not this spread out. I think in a pack, if they stayed in a pack and drafting, I could imagine they could run a couple extra laps here. But with them being this spread out, they're they're full throttle, burning a lot of fuel here.
Well, let's see what Hunter does here. Okay, so he's taking apparently right side tires. I saw the right side go up. And left side, so he is taking on 4 tires again. So he has more or less broken this race down into 3 separate stops. And there was our leader just for a second, the 17 of Daniel Jones. Now he's making the pit. Man, he is having a super good night. He's
Yeah, what a heck of a night for him.
Yeah. He's going to lose a little time here, though. Hunter Carlson's already back out. And again,
Well,
Dallas Sunderman is taking the lead once more, but here he comes.
Here he comes. So they are all going to full cycle here. The 99 of Walters will move up into first. I didn't see him come into the pit, so he'll move up to first with King behind him. And yeah, so these guys are just yo-yoing back and forth right now. But anybody that stops now has to come back for a
Another
fuel.
splash.
And the splash to the end. Now, if you remember, Walters took his splash at the beginning of the race. He split that first pit stop up half. You know, he took a 5-second pit stop about halfway through that first cycle to get more fuel in the car. So he might be able to run this all the way down to where he could fuel up again and make it to the end of the race without having to take another top off.
You know, I think we talked about that, about the different fuel strategies and everything. And I mean, man, my brain is popping breakers and fuses left and right now. So he last pitted 34 laps ago. Hunter Carlson went 37 laps. So if he can go another 3 laps, he would have to make 39 to the green. You think he would push it?
Oh, it's going to be close. And that's what these guys did. They try to get it as close as they can, but I don't think anybody expected it to be this spread out and to run this hard. You almost want to call up a buddy and say, "Hey, slow down for me," or use some of these lap cars to save some gas. Call a friend, phone a friend right now.
Yeah.
But as you can see, Walters is sitting in first right now, and Wormuth is in 8th, coming up behind him, and Carlson having a great race behind him. Alderman is in 4th, and Wilson rounds up your top 5 with Chris Jones and Sutherland, Mancini, Grubbs, and Worthington, your top 10. All pretty well spaced out, and I think the top 9 are right now on the lead lap. Oh no, top 10. Top 10 is on the lead lap right now with Wes Wiegand 1 lap down to everybody else. And there comes Warren Walters. Dave Wormuth and Warren Walters comes into the pits. Hunter Carlson will take the lead. See a couple other cars in the pits right there going up on the jacks, taking some tires.
Hey,
real quietly, the 25 of Daniel Michel. Haven't mentioned him a lot. For some reason, he was up front and then dropped way to the back of the field. Don't know what happened to him, but he's our points leader right now in our championship points. But way down, five laps down and behind the leader right now.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he had an electrical issue or something.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't remember seeing him involved in that big accident.
Oh, as he hits the wall, almost gets into Hunter there. Good job keeping it off of Hunter, but he smacked that outside wall and almost bounced right down the track into Hunter, but kept it up against the wall.
Who is that?
Oh, and the the 16 and comes down the track to get out of Carlson's way, but almost come back up into Daniel Michel there in the process. couple close calls.
Yeah, Alex Wilson from Giles County, Virginia. That's pretty close to me.
Virginia, USA.
Yes, sir. But I'm not showing any starts, wins, tops, fives, or top tens. So,
No, pretty new to the league and just
Yeah.
kind of feeling himself out for the last couple weeks. I know he's raced a couple times with us, and just he runs a pretty good race and just does his thing. So good for him for not being the cause of too many accidents today or being involved in too much. But on Charlotte, man, you never know what's going to happen. You never know where you're going to be, and this proves right now that you've got to be on the top of your game at all times here to be up front with the rest of this crew.
Mitchell Wilson in the colorful number 46 car out of Elkhart, Indiana. He's got a...
Yeah, I think it's he's got some I trying to read it. It's autism awareness on the side of that car. So that would be his cause is autism awareness.
Wilson Racing.
Yeah, that's the figure 8 there in the autism colors. Appreciate that on his on the spectrum. So that's near and dear to my heart also.
Midwest E-Motors.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get a good steady shot of the side with them going around the track so fast. I want to say in a good draft, I think they're almost 200 miles an hour here in the Arca car. Pretty damn close.
Yeah, I did have some telemetry hooked up at one time, but with my streaming issues, I got rid of that in case I was pushing the overlays too much. So I think I found a cable issue with my internet, and I've also got a fan blowing on my modem. So maybe between the two of those things, out of the 100 other things I've checked, maybe I can find the issue here.
You're getting there, Tracy. You're getting there. So if the action isn't, too exciting for you tonight, just tune in next Friday for our Arca series, which continues at Dover Motor Speedway, which should be a pretty amazing race. Dover's always good for some action. All season really, we've got some great action as action kind of heats up here. I know these guys are laps down. The 08 is we're 1 lap down, so he's not a position that Carlson has to really worry about. But these guys are starting to race Carlson, from the back of the field, and that's going to be unsettling for Carlson because he's just trying to make laps, and he's got all these lap cars that are a lot faster than him, probably on a different tire strategy, and he's got to sit there and run his laps, lap after lap, and these guys are closing in to throw him off that racing line that he's on every lap.
Well, how about the 08? Earlier on he was battling for the lead with the 9 car of Alderman, and now it appears that both of them are a lap down. But again, the pit strategy probably hasn't fully worked itself out yet, I'm assuming.
No, yeah, it'll be interesting here. We got 28 laps to go. Like you said, these guys are going to have to come back in for a pit stop to splash and go. So we're going to see things kind of reset a little bit more, even more than they are now. But you could see Daniel Jones has got an 8.5 second deficit to make up, and it seems like lap after lap, Carlson's just putting another 1/10 of a second on that lap after lap. So we're gonna have to watch Jones's ticker there to see if he can catch up. And now he cuts it to 8.4, but then right back up to 8.5. So keep an eye on that and see if Jones could cut into that deficit.
Well, Chooch, I'm just saying here looking, right, Hunter Carlson last pitted 19 laps ago. So essentially, in order to make it to the end, he'll have to run 45 laps on fuel. And I just checked in real quick with the 99 of Ron Walters. He only has 12 laps on since his last pit stop. And that means he'll have to go 38 laps. So I would say he's within the 40-lap window. I don't think Hunter Carlson can make it, but do you think the 99 of Ron Waters is going to win one on fuel mileage here?
Well, it's going to be hard to tell. I mean, if he could stay in the wake of Jones there, mind you, maybe he could get save that good gas mileage. If not, though, when he comes into pit, he's going to need, a lot less fuel than all these other guys. They're going to have a splash and go pit stop that, they're going to need a little bit more laps than Walters is going to need. He's only going to need like maybe 4 or 5 laps of fuel to get to the end, where all these other guys are probably going to need 10 to 15 laps to make it to the end.
Right. Well, we missed it by 1 lap, and I still don't have the graphic ready, but I'll be working on it this weekend. It is now time to dig, man. We're within 25 laps to go. So whatever you got, whatever strategy you got, it's time to throw the cards on the table and see what happens. Put the pedal to the metal, let her rip, go or blow, records or checkers, and any other type of saying that you got tucked away. It's time to let her loose.
That's it. Put all your cards on the table right now and show your hand, because we're coming to the end now. 20 laps to go, and like I said, we still got a pit stop left. So stay tuned. This race is far from over. Anything could happen. I know a lot of guys are in practice and stuff were sliding down pit road, hitting pit entrance too fast. Anything could happen here. Carlson hasn't wrapped up in the books, but he misses pit lane and gets a black flag entering pits too fast or anything. That's going to change everything up in this race. A late caution, anything could happen. We got 21 to go this time. And real quick, I just want to mention us here on 4 Wide Motorsports Network on YouTube. 4 Wide Motorsports serves as the official broadcast network of 4 Wide Motorsports Racing under the leadership of lead producer Tracy Brown. All broadcasting operations are managed with a commitment to excellence and professionalism. Each week, our coverage is delivered by a distinguished team of lead and color commentators, including Flow Racing's very own Scott Shives. Also in the booth, we have Charles Tooch Ober, Colton Brenier, Kyle Dumas, Dustin Glenn, and Jay Rose, who provide expert insight and competitive analysis to enhance the viewing experience. So welcome everybody to 4 Wide Motorsports Network, and we're happy to put on that. I tell you, Tracy, I love coming here. Like you said, it feels like I'm on the couch just watching a race with a good buddy, having a good time, and that's what racing's all about. With 20 laps to go now, 19 we go.
Yeah, man, I really enjoy it with Chooch. I tell you, man, it's just always a fun time. I don't know why. I think you got a little Sade in your system there. Smooth operator, man. That's what you are. Smooth operator. Is that how you say it? Sade, something like that? I don't know.
We're going out at the strip club lately? Or that sounds... I don't know. I got to brush up on my English there. That just sounded all wrong to me. But yeah, no. You have a better vocabulary than me, so we'll go with it.
Well, it's just like you said, man. I really do feel like I'm just sitting on the other end of the couch, man. And it's just so easy to call a race here. It's hard for me. I'm sure I put you in bad spots because I'm scanning timings, scanning events, scanning cameras, scanning car numbers, and so I can't pay 100% attention to the race. And so sometimes I'm sure it sounds like I'm meandering there, but man, you make it seem so easy and effortless.
I'll tell you, Tracy, man, you got your hands full up there, and I do try to take as much of the talking and commentating off your hands as I can, and I do appreciate you coming in and giving me a break, because every time I click my mic off, I'm coughing my brains out a little bit here. My throat hurts, but like I said, I wouldn't miss this for the world. As we watch the leaders lap, Ron Walters now, and Hunter Carlson is now pulled off to a 10.6 second lead over Daniel Jones. So even if Hunter comes in for a splash and go, as long as he keeps that pit stop under 10 seconds, he's going to pull out into the lead. And I mean, Daniel Jones is going to have to sacrifice some time on his pit stop. So yeah, it's barring any real tragedies, it looks like Carlson is going to pull off the win. But like I said, we'll see here how Walters handles this.
Yeah, I was just checking in there. In the YouTube chat, 4 Wide Motorsports Network says if this stays green, it's Walters' race to lose. So apparently they think Ron Walters can make it on fuel. I'm just not familiar enough to know. I just know that Hunter Carlson, he made a pit stop at 37 laps. So that's going. Oh, here he goes right here.
And here he comes with 14 left. And I'm sure Daniel Jones will. I think Daniel Jones is right behind him. No.
Yeah, Daniel Jones has just hit pit road.
Oh wow! So Hunter Carlson almost had a whole lap.
Yeah,
it was about to lap Daniel Jones almost. That Jones coming out of the pits.
So this is going to be crazy.
So now it's the race to catch Walters.
Yes, but Carlson is so far out. Can he take on just enough fuel to get out to where he'll be maybe out in front of Walters? It might be, because Walters right now is 12 seconds behind him.
Well, we'll see when Hunter comes out, because it won't time him until Hunter. Oh, and you see him almost slide up the track there.
So
yeah, so Walters is still 8 seconds behind, with Alderman 7 seconds behind. So wow, what a lead Carlson has. Wow.
I thought Ron Walters was going to be able to pull off a fuel mileage win, but he was saving so much that essentially Hunter Carlson got such a big lead that he was able to come in, make a pit stop, and get back out without losing the lead. Now that is a lead.
Yeah, and then look at Daniel Jones. I mean, Daniel Jones didn't have that, what's the word I'm looking for? He didn't have that that much of a lead where, Walters caught him. So Daniel Jones was in second place. So if Walter's strategy worked out, that would have, maybe in a closer race, if Carlson didn't take control of the race, he would have caught first and second right there.
Yeah. It's still going to be, I mean, if this thing goes green, it's still going to be a great points night for Alderman. But I don't know if I can give enough awards for Hunter Carlson with the strategy and the speed. Everything seemed to go his way tonight. And, man, he is laying down some wicked laps, put it on the entire field, and the strategy on top of that. So, kudos to Hunter Carlson.
Yeah, Hunter Carlson definitely ran the smart race tonight, and give it to Walters. It looks like with 10 to go, to make up 12 seconds and 10 laps, Daniel Jones definitely has his hands full there. But you got to give it to Walters for his strategy for a top three. He's got one car into the wall right there. A lot of close racing in the back. Mancini, my pick for the race, ends up a lap down behind Worthington, who is your first car lap down for the 8 there.
Yeah, all these guys that are lapped down, the 8, the 08, these guys were running up front when the green flag dropped. And we're actually racing for the lead. So that just goes to show you what these top 7 guys have done here, man. I mean, they have put a smackdown on everybody.
Oh yeah, no, I mean you got to give it to the top 3 there. The top 5. Actually, we got 7 guys on the lead lap right now, but all those guys back from 8th to, I would say, around 12, 13. What a great race those guys had. They were all right there in it. But, yeah, race recap. 114 of 120 right now. Race leader is Hunter Carlson. Cautions 1 for 3 laps. 1 caution in this whole race. 5 drivers for 12 lead changes. And the fastest lap was set by Gavin Grubbs at 29.489 at 177.86 miles an hour. And I'm going to tell you, if these guys got into a better drafting situation, I would say these guys would probably top out about 100 miles an hour.
Maybe 200.
Maybe close.
Mancini, your pick for tonight, he's still passing cars. Still having a great run. Yeah. A top 10.
Yeah, so a lot of these guys in the back of the pack are still racing for points. So, that's as many guys as they pass back there, even though they're a lap down, they're still getting a top 10. It's a respectable points night for anybody in the top 10. And Mancini's going for it, and Wiegand shoots up the middle 3 wide there, takes a spot away from Mancini. Whoa, that was pretty dangerous right there, pretty close.
It was, especially for Ron Walters, who is trying to nurse it home with a podium finish.
Well, look who's right behind Ron Walters is, Jones is. Oh no, I apologize. Jones is 14 seconds off the lead.
Well, he's still only 2 seconds behind Ron Walters. And Jones is going to be able to charge towards the end of this race, whereas Ron, he's trying to make the fuel last to the very end. So
yeah, with 3 to go, Jones could catch him.
It is possible.
Especially if he runs out of fuel, because Walters is got to be running on fumes now. I mean, I thought he had to come in for a splash and go right at the end there. Yeah, 36 laps. I think he's out. He's dropping way off the pace.
He is.
He ran out of gas. And there's Daniel Jones to take the 3rd position.
Oh, what a heartbreak.
Oh, absolutely heartbreaking.
Oh, man. I was just assuming that his math calculations were correct. I thought he was in a really, really good shot. And he was. He just came up 2 laps shy. If there had been 1 more caution, he would have had no problem at all.
Yeah, yep. Just 1 more caution, or just waited 2 more laps as we come to the final lap. Hunter Carlson with a 5-second lead over Alderman. Jones, 15-second lap, 15 seconds behind Carlson. That's your top 3. Coming to the checkered flag here. Checkered flag is waving, and it is Chris Golden.
Hunter Carlson.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Hunter Carlson. Get your Worldwide Motorsports checkered flag from Charlotte Motor Speedway in the Salutes 120. What a race. And my voice is killing me, so I am happy that one was over. What an amazing ending. Seeing... who was it run out of gas there? Hunter Carlson.
Ron Walters.
Yeah, Ron Walters runs out of gas there, and there's your burnout. Hunter Carlson sure to burn it down. And Tracy, got anything to say before we head off to break?
I tell you, I'm just impressed with what Hunter Carlson did. I mean, he's always, like I said at the very beginning, he's always a threat to win this thing. But I really, really thought that Ron Waters had the strategy to win this thing if it went green. And it really did surprise me that he came up 2 laps short. So all I can say is, man, it was just like I said a few minutes ago. Hunter Carlson had the speed, had the strategy, had everything go his way tonight. Man, he absolutely put it on the field. And, all I can say is congratulations to Hunter Carlson for what he did tonight. But I tell you what, look, I'm gonna let you take a break here, Chooch. I'm gonna go through the results real quick for you, since we got this before we
Oh, I
go to
can help
break.
you with that. Yeah. Let's go through the results and then we'll take a break.
Okay. Alrighty, man.
Well,
Oh,
all right. In your first place, we got Hunter Carlson in the 32, Colton Alderman in second place in the 9, Daniel Jones comes in third place in the 17th, biggest mover of the race. Dallas Sunderman in fourth in the 58, Mitchell Wilson in fifth in the 46, Gavin Grubbs in sixth in the 26, Daniel Worthington in seventh in the 08, Wes Wiegand with that great pass towards the end of the race, taking it 3 wide in eighth place in the 88, Antonio Mancini in ninth place in the 24, David Wormuth in 10th in the 8.
yeah, and then we have the 34 of Drew King comes home 11th. The 99 of Ron Walters. He was so close to getting a win, but he still finished in 12th place. So still a good points night for Ron in the 99 car. Devin Baker in the 4 car finishes 13th. Hayden Bloomer in the 10 finishes 14th. We got Chris Norris. Sarge there in the 56 car brings it home into 15th. Colton Briner, who was involved in an incident early on. How he did not splatter that car to the inside of pit road, I don't know, but great save by him. Brings it home, salvages 16th position. Alex Wilson in the 16 finishes 17th. Daniel Michelle, still not sure what happened there. Maybe he had an electrical fire or I don't know, maybe a fuel issue or something like that. We'll have to check in with him, see if we can't find out what happened with him in the 25 car, finishes 18th. Elijah Grant in the 35 finishes 19th. And Paul Dillon, he was caught up in the big one tonight. He always runs fast. Started 10th, was in the wrong place on the wrong lap. Brings home a top 20.
Yeah, and to round out your field, you got Deegan Burns at 21st, Chris Norris at 22nd, Ian Whittick 23rd, Robert Eversole at 24th, Brent Wolf in 25th, Yogi Schlier at 28th, Steve Castle in 27th, James Van Woodson in 26th, Kevin Thornton in 29th, and to round out your field in 30th position, Bryce Gainey. And that is your finishing order for the night, and we will be right back at Full Wide Motorsports Network for your race interviews. Welcome everybody back to Four Wide Motorsports Network. You just watched the conclusion of the Four Wide Motorsports Salutes 120 Arca series from Charlotte Motor Speedway, and I am here with Daniel Jones in that amazing comeback the last few laps after the last splash and go to stick his Ford Mustang Sunny D on podium position P3. Uh, how did you feel there, Daniel? And welcome to the podium. It's been a little while.
Yeah, man, appreciate it. And it was a wild race, man. Starting from the back, watching all the cars and everything. The old Sunny D Ford Mustang was on a rail. Hunter put on a good setup and good on tires and stuff, and had to work the fuel management because we went such a long green flag run. But after that first little chaotic bit in the beginning, I was kind of lucky to get through that. But other than that, it was pretty much go what you got. Every time the leader would pit, and then I would pit, kind of keep on that same cycle because I know I had speed. Um, I just kind of made my way through and just kept my nose clean. Found my way up there at the end.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, man, 26 spots from the back. I know you're notorious from starting races from the back, but what an amazing job driving through that the chaos at the beginning of the race. But fortunately, that was the only caution, and you made it all the way up front. Can you tell us and the fans, you know, you do start from the back all the time. What do you get out of that? Because it has to be frustrating sometimes starting from the back and having to work through all those crashes and accidents.
I don't consider it frustrating because I watch some incredible racing throughout there. So I'm like a fan and racer at the same time. I'm like oohing and ahhing on everybody else's moves and seeing what they're doing and kind of reading how people race and seeing how if they're running a consistent line every time or if they're all over the place back and forth. It kind of helps me navigate through the field. But yeah, man, these guys put on some amazing racing. It's kind of I get to watch it and do it at the same time. But it's kind of odd. I know some people might not like it, or some people do, but I don't know. It's just my thing because I like to watch everybody. And if you're just sit there cruising out front, you don't get to see all the exciting stuff that everybody else is getting to enjoy. So that keeps me a part of everything.
Well, Daniel Jones, what an amazing perspective to have. And I'm going to hand you the microphone. So it's your time to shine and thank everybody you can and everybody you will for being here tonight.
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank everybody, all the racers that came out and showed up on this sim night that kind of took time out of their day to kind of come out here and do this. We're getting a pretty big and good group of guys come out here and hang out and put on a good show. And thanks to all the broadcast crew and everything, put on an amazing show and all the spotter type deals and everything. Man, that thing's pretty awesome, man. I enjoy doing all this. It's kind of blowing up to be pretty awesome. So just thanks everybody. It's pretty much played that way. It goes out to everybody.
Well, thank you so much, Daniel Jones. And it's a pleasure to have interviewed you, raced together quite a bit. And you're one heck of a racer, man, and glad you got a podium. I'm going to send it over to Tracy Brown now. I think Tracy Brown's standing with our P2, Mr. Colton Haldeman.
Yes, yeah, I got Colton here. I want to give a shout out to Daniel Mindfood Jones. Honestly, with the way things were shaking out, I didn't think he was going to be able to get a podium finish. So, just again, shout out to him. Great run tonight, bringing home in third. But yeah, I'm standing here right now in pit lane with Colton Alderman out of Montana. Colton, I don't think I've ever spoken to you before, but I'm sort of a member of the Bald Guy group, and looking at your photo right now, man, I'm very, very jealous of your hair. So, first of all, congratulations on that and being able to have good genes, man. But hey, man, you bring it home in second, dude. Fighting for the lead at the beginning of this race. I mean, kind of describe to me how your race went tonight. I know you start off strong, led a few laps, was running up there for the lead, and then kind of fell back a little bit and bring it home in second. So how would you more or less sum up how your race went tonight?
Yeah, Tracy, man, this one stings. You are that fast very often. And the guys at the shop, they worked their tails off for this in-and-out Chevy to put it in a position to win. We executed all day, except for kind of the end of there with some strategy calls. I'm definitely in a double of emotions right now. Proud of the effort, but devastated to be one spot short, obviously. We'll take the points, but, we really wanted that. Really wanted that trophy and to pull into victory lane with all the fans. Just late in the race there, I felt like we had control of it. Then we pitted, and I wanted to save the tires for the end of the run or the race just in case caution came out or something and had late race restarts. I don't know. I guess I should have, in hindsight, taken some tires there on the second stop and kind of had a splash of fuel on that last stop, but I was just too worried that we were running green for too long. But all in all, proud of the team, proud of the guys, and we had a good finish today.
Well, you just touched on it there somewhat, talking about the pit strategy and maybe taking on tires. But other than that, do you think there was anything else you could have done maybe to, I don't know, or anything you would have done different this race here to maybe perhaps get you in victory lane?
I think that second run, I was kind of saving tire a lot. In anticipation for not taking that final set until the to the last pit stop there. So I wish I kind of would have run harder there. I think we had a pretty nice gap on everyone behind. I think maintaining that gap and kind of just keeping control of the race. I'm one of those drivers that really likes to be on the aggressor side as opposed to the defense side. But today we were really fast out there, man. It's kind of a devastating loss, but we'll re-rack them, and we'll get them next week. We're always quick everywhere.
I got you, Colton. Well, I do have one sort of almost a sidetrack question here for you. Before the race, I mentioned to Chooch there that I was a little bit concerned about the travel. That's always the toughest part of this track for me because it's a flat. You still have two turns. Although it's a very wide track, it kind of narrows up by the way that you have to cut the corners and everything to line up into turn one. Did you? I noticed also that was I think my personal opinion anyway was sort of the cause for the big pileup that we had. Too many guys trying to go too wide, or not too wide, but too many cars wide through the travel. But did you end up experiencing any kind of trouble through the travel tonight?
Tracy, not a ton of trouble. I think, lapping cars and racing people, it makes it difficult to have a good arc into turn one if you're racing somebody. So I feel like we lost a little bit of time just throughout the race, which was, it stacks up at the end. We lost by 6.4 seconds, so I don't know if there were 6.4 seconds out there based off of lapping cars and stuff, but I feel like we managed the tri-oval well today. I feel like Hunter gave us a really nice setup that it just cruised through there. So, I just rewatched that big pileup. Looks like a lot of drivers fighting for the same real estate, and unfortunately it happens kind of in the middle of the pack and kind of takes out some good fast vehicles. But all in all, good day, and I look forward to the next one.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you talking with us. Good to talk with you, Colton. I think this is my first time interviewing you in Victory Lane, but something tells me this won't be the last. But before you go, do you have any sponsors or anyone you'd like to thank for your performance tonight?
Obviously In-N-Out for being on the car today. She was a hot rod. She was fast. I want to thank my uncle. He's a big inspiration in my life. I want to thank my dog. She's a good dog, so she always makes me happy and kind of makes it kind of makes it enjoyable after these tough losses. But all in all, good day for the In-N-Out Chevy. Just want to thank everybody. Thank you guys for putting this on, and it was a lot of fun out there.
Colton, appreciate that, man. Not all. I just want to mention that's the first time anyone has ever thanked their dog. But as a dog owner myself, I do know what you're talking about whenever you're feeling down and blue. Nothing like those little puppy dog eyes looking back at you there to kind of cheer you back up. But again, hey, man, if you ever get down, look in the mirror. You got a damn head full of hair there, man. As a member of the, like I was saying, as a member of the Bald Club, dude, that's always a plus. So congratulations again,
wrong.
Colton.
Nothing wrong with being a member of the Bald Club. You gotta show out.
Yeah. Well, you got to look tough whenever you sport it, and I don't have that either.
Right,
so,
okay.
But either way, Colton, it was good talking with you tonight, man. And congratulations again. And I'm gonna toss it over to my good buddy Chooch Berg, who is standing by with tonight's race winner. Chooch.
I'm standing by here with Hunter Carlson. Jeff, what is going on, buddy? What a dominating race you had. Tell us what you're going through. How did you set that up? What were you thinking? Your strategy was amazing. Everything went your way. What a ride tonight, man. Walk us through that.
Oh boy, I'm not gonna lie, the admin hat came on after that first caution. I'm like, oh boy, we're gonna have another one of these caution fests. I just told him in the driver's meeting, calm it down. I knew you guys. I seen you guys do that, Kansas. I believe in you guys tonight that we can have a real good race. And boy, did they prove my doubt wrong after that first caution. We went green, but back to my race. So I just did not get a good start. I mean, did not qualify well. I wrecked on my second lap, so that didn't help much. But so I was behind the 8 ball to begin with. But rest of the race going green, it was more so I was just trying to ride, try to get track position really at first try to get as much track position as possible because I knew Colton was going to be the car to beat. I knew Dan was going to be fast. Sadly, he had internet issues tonight, which I hate that happens. I would like to see how all the strategy would have worked with all three of us running like that. But it was a lot of fun, especially after the first pit stop, just trying to figure out what to do. My whole strategy depended on if we got a caution during that second stint or not. Thankfully, for once, my strategy ended up working out. I ended up just going straight tires until the last stop. Tried to milk it as long as I could until I felt comfortable coming into pit and just take a splash and gas and go. And honestly thought Colton was going to have enough tire and speed to catch me, but I don't know if he just got struggled with lap cars or his tires just got worn down. But props to him. That was a lot of fun trying to track him down and especially trying to figure out what he was trying to do strategy-wise, because that was a lot of fun. That was probably one of the most fun races I've ever had on the sim, to be honest with you.
Yeah, amazing race. And I think when you watch that back, you're gonna see how close Ron Walters came and to finishing up there with you guys. Unfortunately, ran out of gas with 3 laps to go, but you were way out there, man. Demanding lead, and it was a lot of work for anybody to close that gap. But Hunter, and congratulations on first place. The numbers aren't crunched yet, but you might have taken the lead in points with that one. We'll have to see how the numbers work out after this race going into Dover. But I'm going to hand over the microphone to you, man, and it's your time to shine. And thank all your sponsors and everybody involved in helping you get here tonight.
Yeah, first person I want to thank is our lovely producer, Tracy Brown with Eastern Technical Designs. Man, really need to win with you on the hood, but I'll take a win with your support there. Want to thank Chris Golden over there with Golden Chef Speed Shop for him allowing me to do this. I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot every week about what people like in race cars and how difficult it is to make everyone happy. I was a little nervous in practice with that, and I ended up working out flawlessly tonight. But thank you, Chris. I want to thank Wayne for allowing me to also do this whole set thing. It's a lot of fun. Thank you for coming over to iRacing, it's been one of the best things that's ever happened to me. Is running over here, being able to lead the charge over here on the iRacing side. Can't thank him enough. I don't think I'd be where I'm at without Wayne and everything else. I want to thank everyone over at D's Paint Auto Body. Thank you for supporting T2 this season over on the real life racing side. Because I want to thank everyone over at Todd Bennett Racing. It's a lot of fun crewing for them every week. Thank you for allowing me to do that. And lastly, I want to thank you, Charles, again, Tracy, for putting this show on for everyone to see over here on YouTube. And there's going to be some Busch Light strength tonight.
Hell yeah, brother! Congratulations, and we'll see you next week because I know you'll be in contention to do it again. And Tracy, I'm gonna hand it back to you for any final thoughts you have on this race tonight.
Appreciate it there, Chooch. Yeah, appreciate the kind words from Hunter Carlson, man. Like I said, up front, Hunter, for the record, I did have you as one of my favorites to finish tonight, but as the race wore on, I really, really thought the 99 of Ron Waters had it cooked, man. I thought he was going to win this sucker on fuel mileage. Just one of my goals in my life I've never been able to do is win a race on fuel mileage. So I thought he had it. Got to give a shout out to you. Congratulations, and appreciate you supporting the cause of overdose awareness as well, man. What a worthy cause there to be racing for tonight. Colton Otterman, again, second place finish. Daniel Mindfood Jones in the 17. Sonny D brings home the third place finish, coming all the way from the back of the pack. I mean, just three great drivers having three great finishes. It was I've been working on the fingernails tonight watching this race here. It was although there was only one caution, it's the strategy that really blows breakers, pops fuses, or whatever you want to call it up there in my brain. But anyway, I digress. We want to get back to what something's pretty special that 4Wide Motorsports is doing here. We have the 4Wide Motorsports is presenting the first ever 4Wide Motorsports iRacing Indy 500. I can't remember the name of the cars. I'll find out before next week, but I think it's the Dollar Indy car or something like that. But anyway, we're going to have a 25 driver field. Is a $20 entry fee, but a $500 guaranteed pot. And I know that a lot of these guys are joining up here that are members of the 4Wide Motorsports Club, but we don't really run the Indy cars that much, so that's going to be interesting to see how these guys adapt and how much experience they have in this car. But yeah, pure speed, pure strategy, pure Indy action. By all means, we had this sign up closed to league members for the first couple of weeks, and now we are opening it up to anyone that's interested in driving the Indy 500. So we can't wait to see you on May the 23rd at 7:30 p.m. This is going to be absolute blast. We're going to be limited to 25 drivers, so spots are going to fill up fast. Make sure you hop in here, join this up, and join up with us here, and we're going to be broadcasting this sucker live, man. Can't wait to see what's going to happen with these cars at the, I don't know, world-renowned Indianapolis Motor Speedway here on iRacing. Also, I would just like to mention, we've always got 4Wide race sponsorships available here. Yeah, you know, we got several different packages. You can pick between just naming the race or the pole award sponsor, green flag, caution, white, checkered, whatever it is you want to do. Or if you want to sponsor the full race for only $45. And not only do you get to sponsor the race, but we'll drag your butt in here and interview you as well, so that you can tell us all about your company or organization that is putting forth the sponsorship dollars to help out 4Wide Motorsports and to keep this thing being broadcasted week in and week out. Anything that you could do is always greatly appreciated, and we would certainly love for anyone who's sort of on the fence to kind of take another look here and see what we got to offer here for you. Broadcast you out worldwide. Also, one last thing. Just like to say, Forward Motorsports always looking for drivers. Not only do we do iRacing on here, but we also have NASCAR 25 Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sundays. But it is the PC and PS5 only. But Forward Motorsports accepts drivers of all skill level, as long as you can understand that you're going to need to be performing clean, respectful, fun here with this league, this wonderful league that we have. Always check us out. Join us on Discord. We have a QR code in the bottom right hand corner that cycles through all night long on every single race that we do. And so by all means, take a shot at that. Go to the Discord, sign up. And, not only racing, but these guys also do all different types of other events. Computer simulated fishing, I know, is one. Wrestling, they do. And I think even on Saturday nights, they do some monster truck jam with the BeamNG system. I'm not 100% familiar with that, but you can certainly find out what you need in order to be able to find an organization who would love to have you here at Forward Motorsports. So, I think that takes care of that there, Chooch. I'm going to throw it back to you, man.
So much. Yeah, no, thank you, Tracy. I really appreciate that. I had to give my throat a rest. It does feel like glass right now, but appreciate everybody being here tonight, and from all our sponsors and Forward Motorsports Network. Join us next week, Friday, for the Arca series at Dover Motor Speedway, and of course Monday nights we simulcast here on Forward Motorsports Network for the late models, and I believe that's at South Boston. I believe it's scrolling through the screen now. South Boston. Yes, I was right. Okay, that's what we'll be next Friday night, and we will see you then, guys. Have a good night, and we'll talk to you soon. Good night, everybody.